What's up, Applied English? Kind of a crappy day for us to need a virtual day in the midst of working on an essay, but we'll make the best of it today. As we normally do on virtual days, I would ask for you to maybe pause this video, take a moment to pray if you haven't prayed for your learning today, and then we'll continue on with our lesson video. Alright, I hope that was plenty of time for you to maybe take a pause, take a prayer before we continue. Today is all about setting up our essay drafts in WordOnline. This is a step that we were going to do over our block day anyway, regardless of how far you are with your outline. And so that's really the main thing that we'll get done today, is we'll just get this step out of the way, set up our drafts in WordOnline. It'll make it so much easier for us to type our essays over these next couple of days of class in person. One thing that I would note, if you have the ability to keep working on your essay outline, like if you brought it home with you, by all means, I encourage you to keep working on it as we prepare for the rest of this week. I did leave yesterday's lesson folder right under today's lesson folder to make that all a little more accessible. I also put in a copy of the entire text for the Acorn People in that lesson folder. So if you do need the ability to look up pages or quotes or paraphrases, you have that ability online now. The other thing you should know about that essay outline is I've moved its deadline to Friday. I'll be checking in class on Friday for those to be complete. So you can keep working on them on your own. I also hope to see you tomorrow so that we can keep working on those in class as we continue typing too. So what you are watching right now is this little video called Setting Up Your Draft. I actually don't have to click on it because the place to go is WordOnline. So I'm going to go to the school homepage, current families, 0365. By the way, feel free to pause this video as much as you need in order to get logged in, and in order to work on these steps together. You can always pause this video to catch up with me on your own screen. I do encourage you to follow me with all these steps as we're working today. I should already be logged in. Yep. Alright, once we're in Microsoft 365, we're just going to go straight to Word. It should be on the right. There it is in blue for me. I apologize if our video is a little bit choppy. I might have to cut a little bit whenever my computer is a bit slow. And I'm going to click New Blank Document here to get an essay draft started. Once again, feel free to pause as much as you need to catch up with me on this video. I do encourage you to follow all these steps. Alright, so I got a document going here, and there are some things that we want to do initially to make sure our document is set up to be an essay. The first thing all of us should do is name our file. This one defaulted to document 1 for me. We want to make sure that we name it something that's easy to find later. I might just call this Acorn People Essay, something like that. Actually, for mine, I'll call it Essay Drafts. Again, call it whatever you like with that. You want to make sure it's something that you can find later. And then I'm a Times New Roman fanboy. This default font is fine if you want to use it, but I prefer Times New Roman. And we'll make it 12 point. There we go. And while we're at it, we might as well type in our heading as well. It always goes student name first. I'm just going to be Hingle McCringleberry. Use your own name there, please. Teacher name is next. I'm Mr. Hantak. No C. Course is next. I'll just do Applied English. Doesn't really matter to me if you put your hour or not there. And then we'll do the date. It doesn't matter to me whether we do the due date or today's date. I'm just going to use today's date. It is 15 February 2023. There we go. And I might as well give this essay a title while I'm at it. So let me go alignment. We're going to go to center. And I'll give this thing a title. I'm just going to do my Mr. Bradshaw essay. I might do something like, do something creative. A distant, because he's the camp director. Again, whatever creative title you want to use, you can go for there. You may want to tailor it to make it relatable to your thesis. There we go. I'm going to go back to left alignment. And then I'm going to hit the Tab button. Tab on my keyboard to indent. Now I'm ready to start typing my first paragraph. Personally, I have not outlined very much for this particular essay. I think I have enough to maybe crank out an introduction real quick. So I would encourage you to type out as much as you can today, but please note these next few days of class will also be for typing. I'm just going to go ahead and type out my introduction, and then I'll also demonstrate for you guys how to double space this thing. So I'm just going to start with an attention getter. Since I'm doing the character one, it probably makes sense to describe what the character is like. I might even start with the word imagine. Imagine, maybe serious, intimidating, ex-military man. Or I'll get rid of intimidating. Imagine a serious ex-military man. Period. He makes he is a bit intimidating. That's where I want to use it. And he makes people around him just a bit nervous. Period. A character like this exists in the novel The Acorn People. Novels get italicized, so I hit Control-I for that. The Acorn People. Control-I again to turn it off. By Ron Jones. Period. I'm doing my background sentences now, so I'm just giving some context about the story and who Mr. Bradshaw is. His name is Mr. Bradshaw, and he is the administrator of Camp Wigan. Where the story takes place. And now I'll do my thesis just real quick there. Mr. Bradshaw is, what did I say? I said he was stern, orderly, and distant. If my introduction looks short, partially it's because it is. It's not a particularly long essay, it doesn't have to be, but it's also because I'm not double-spaced. This is as far... Actually, I do want to type in... I do know my topic sentence for my first body paragraph. I might as well type that in while I can. I might use a transition like, first of all, Mr. Bradshaw is a very stern character. Okay, that's as far as I think I'll go with my draft so far. Again, you might have more outline than I do. You might have less. I encourage you to type as much of your essay as you can today. I am going to double space this last year. I think I'm going to select everything except for my heading. I like how my heading looks. In WordOnline, we go to More Options. Oh. Where did it go? Line spacing, there it is. And then 2 to make it double spaced. So that's what I got so far. I'm probably at about a half page, maybe a little bit more. And I'm ready to type out my body paragraphs. As a reminder, your essay will probably end up being somewhere around 1.5 pages, maybe as long as 2 pages in length, and that's okay. That includes all the double spacing that I just did too. Once again, tomorrow in class will be a time that we can use to wrap up outlining. I can maybe start checking outlines for anyone who's ready tomorrow. Otherwise, tomorrow becomes a day in class you can continue typing your essay. We'll do the same on Friday. The only change that I need to announce for our essay is I will be adding one day next week as a work day for this essay. That will be Monday. So next Monday in class will also be on, but that is largely to log in, to edit our work. So we'll proofread, check for spelling, grammatical errors. I'll also demonstrate for you how to turn in your essay on Monday as well. I feel like I've jabbered enough today. Again, if you have to rewatch this video or go back and pause to catch up with me, you absolutely can. I do want all of us to have a draft set up for us to fill in and type as this week goes on. Peace.